I'm going to paint another little pot of lavender, the same subject here, but I'm going to paint this in one colour. I'm going to use sepia. You can use whatever you like, but I'm doing this to show you and hopefully to really bring home to you the importance of colour values. So let's start off with the pot. Here we go. You'll be able to do these in your sleep before long. I sometimes think I could. Okay, so that's one level of density or intensity of the sepia colour. We'll take the pot, go around the back a bit. And likewise now the sprigs, the leaves. Now you're going to see the colour values even more in this because it's all the same colour. There seems to be a bit of resist on there, I don't know why. But we'll carry on. It may well be because my hand was working on that. There may be a little bit of grease or something on the surface of the paper. And now oops, that's gone a bit too dark. I'm trying to keep these all the same level of intensity. A little sprig. And there's your little bits of lavender. You can see actually it's an interesting point because the tone there, the colour rather, as I've gone into the palette, oops, wrong way, you can see it's on the tip of the brush and it's left, actually it's very interesting, left those little marks. It's just rather nice. Anyway, that's besides the by. Let me just zoom you out a little bit, back in a little bit. So there we are with the, sorry about that, making you dizzy. There we are with the first layer, as it were. And now I'm going to increase quite a lot there. I didn't want quite that much. More of the paint, the sepia colour. There we go. And likewise in the darkness down here. You remember old black and white photographs, but even before the black and white were more used, more common, they used to have this sepia colour. So that is defining those a little bit more. And we'll go back even darker to get more shadow. Again, the light's coming this way on that side of the pot. It's a very good shaped pot, but never mind. Bit of rim round there, a bit more, and we can go even darker in here where the light isn't getting because of the clumps of the leaves and the stems. And I need to come back to the lavender so we can, and that's running there, it's quite nice actually. just define a few of those little birds. So hopefully, even though it's in a monochrome, it's in just one colour of sepia, you can make out that it is some sort of plant, even if it's not exactly lavender. Bring a few stems down from those actual buds, a few little leaves, just crisscross. Because when you look at a pot of lavender, well, depending on the size and age of it, it's just quite a lot of dense greenery. And we can go even darker. See, even darker, just to show that is in the shadow, and add a few more little sprigs there. It's rather fun actually. Do consider doing this from time to time, just to flex your painting muscles and your painting brain. That take up a colour photo or whatever, something that interests you is usually helpful, and just mess around with it, working in monochrome. It doesn't have to be sepia, it doesn't have to be black, it could be shades of red if you like. It's entirely up to you. And it just sort of helps you look and think about these colour values a bit more. I need only take a bit of water, I think, from there. Okay, let's have a little bit more, just to fill that in, make it a bit darker. So suddenly that went from one very bland, okay sort of effect, you could see what it was, see what the subject was basically, to now being something a little bit more interesting. And I could probably fiddle with this all day, but I'm just going to stop now because I think I've made my point. So colour values, it is the intensity of the same colour, or if you really want to go to a very strong, you could add another darker colour. So I hope that helps you with understanding your colour values. So many people are frightened of going darker. I don't want to spoil it, they're thinking. They're frightened of going darker. Well, I just say this to you. You really can't appreciate the sunny, beautiful, warm days until you've had the cold, grey, wet ones. And this is the same thing. You have to have that contrast to bring some vitality to your work.